Hey guys, how's it going? Blackburn Gaming here. Today we're going to go over a few different things. We're going to go over the skill calculator for the wizard with a few different guides, all the way from levels 1 all the way up to level 61 to my current build, as well as going over a gear guide, and we have 4 different sets of gear that we're going to go over. So let's get right into it right away. This first guide that we're going to go over is the 1 to 50 444 skill point pre-awakened wizard guide, okay? So I know that you need to level, obviously, to get to some of these skills, but I'm just going to go over it and assume that you guys are level 50 right now. Okay, so let's start right here at the top. First thing you want to pick up is Sage's Memory. This is a 15-second skill that allows you to cast any of your spells instantly. It plays a very big role in Awakened and as well as pre-awakened. The next skill that you're gonna want to max, okay, is the Magic Arrow, and you're gonna want to pick up this multiple magic arrows. This is a spammable, single target spell. Wizards are not known for their single target; they're known for their AOE, but this was changed months ago. I want to say before June of last year, 2016. So this now is spammable. Okay. The next really big skill that you want is Meteor Shower. This is like a 1-minute cooldown at max rank. It does a lot of damage and it plays in a lot of your rotations in PvE and PvP. Okay. The next skill that you would want max is Fireball Explosion 3. This is the secondary skill effect to Fireball. In another video, I will go over why these skills are greater than the primary skill, and why the primary skill is not, there's no points invested. Alright, you're going to only be able to pick up Teleport 2. That's a very big one that you're going to want. You're going to want Mana Absorption. And let's see, Lightning Storm. You're going to want to pick up Lightning Storm 3. Residual Lightning. You're going to want to max that out. Residual Lightning 4. Speed Spell 3. You're going to want to max that. That plays a huge role in solo play and party play. You're going to want Blizzard, and you're going to want to get to Ultimate Blizzard, but we'll get into that on the next sheet. Protected Area. This is very large, a huge deal for solo as well as group PvE, PvP. Basically makes you pretty strong. Like, you almost take no damage unless you're knocked down for 7 seconds. Healing Aura. This is your single target heal. You're going to want to max that. This is your Healing Lighthouse. This is the AoE heal. It's great for parties. It's nice to have as well for solo play. And that's pretty much it for the 1 to 50. And we're going to jump right into the next one. 1 to 55, it's 556 skill points. It's pre-awakened wizard. So again, these are going to piggyback off each other a little bit, so I'll briefly go over this. So we're going to have sages again, we're going to have multiple magic arrows, meteor. You're going to pick up the next teleport, mana absorption. I'm pretty sure we didn't have that, or no, we did have that in the first one, okay. You're going to pick up the lightning skills. You're going to have enough skill points to pick up the blizzard. That's huge. Again, you're going to get all 3 of these, so the protected area, the healing aura, and the lighthouse. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of, you're not getting a whole bunch more, but it's slightly different. Now for the level 56, once you complete the Awakened quest, this is a 610 skill point Awakened Wizard guide. So the pre-Awakened skill tree changes up a little bit. So you go from Sage's Memory, okay, you're going to have that. You get rid of the magic multiple arrows, you get rid of the fireball explosion. You put more points into ultimate teleport, which allows you to teleport an additional time to the first. You get magical shield as well. That is huge. You want that in your builds. Again, these are not set in stone builds. These are builds kind of to help you progress and to feel pretty strong both offensively and defensively. We got rid of the mana absorption because during Awaken you really don't need to rotate in any mana spells to gain mana back, so you can kind of get rid of that. We get rid of the lightning storm, the residual lightning, so basically all the secondary effects to the primary skills. We take the points out of there and we put them into the awakening down below. You're gonna want to keep Blizzard, Ultimate Blizzard, and as well as Meteor Shower 3. You're gonna take the speed spells. You're gonna keep all these. These are gonna remain the same. So you're gonna have Protected Area, Healing Aura, and Healing Lighthouse. You're gonna pick up the life, but again, if you don't care too much about the life, you can take these points and put them into other spots that you think are more crucial. I did also put in 3 AP against mobs because it's always nice when you're grinding to kill the mobs faster. Okay, now this is the Awakening. So you're going to want to pick up Flame Knot. This is your grab. This is crucial in PvP. Really good to have. Lava Field. This is your E. So this allows you to pull more additional mobs. I believe it's an additional 7. So if you're attacking a group, usually you can cast this Lava Field and pull like another group. So you have 14 mobs, or I think it's up to 21 mobs, including the Wizard Pet. And then you have these skills, Commune Calling for both the fire and water elementals to take them out, and F switches between them. This is your just basic attack. So this is your left click and right click. You can run with it back and forth. Okay. Aqua Gel Explosion. This is the first level of the skill for 56. It's a great skill. Like all these skills that I'm going over right now are priority over the pre-awakened skills. So these are all this is going to be your new DPS rotation. Okay, so we got Aqua Gel Explosion, and you're going to take Cataclysm 1, Hellfire 1, Chilling Wave 1, Water Sphere 1, and Ballade of Destruction. And you pick up a few different things over here. You get the 2 summons for the fire and for the water, and you get a flow for the Aqua Bomb, which is, or it's called Flow Aqua Bomb. So this is for the Water Sphere. Okay, so the flows are additional, they're extra skills that, or extra buffs that go to these skills here and make you do more damage. Okay, it's similar to like the secondary up here. So for example, you have Fireball, but like the second thing that you cast after Fireball is the Fireball Explosion. These are the same, they're quicker, they're built into the skill. There's not like a second cast for most of them. And then you have this Shift Q, which is a slow. And I mean, it's really good. It's good. Good for solo or group. It will hit up to, I think, like 5 enemies. It could possibly be 7. But that's it pretty much for the level 56, okay? Now moving forward to 58. 58 guide, we'll just skip down to the bottom. You're gonna want to upgrade all the skills here. Like these 6, you're gonna want to upgrade. These are like your main focus. This is your main DPS rotation. You'll pick up 2 more flows at 57 and then 58. Okay, and you can put points into this as much as you think you need. This is for mana regen. If you're not hitting skills or you're missing and you're low on mana, you spam this against the mobs, it regens mana quite quickly. Okay, now let's take a peek up here. Still keeping the sages, we still have the meteor, have the ultimate teleport, we have the magic shield max still. Okay, speed spell is maxed. Ultimate Blizzard, Protected Area, Healing Aura, Lighthouse, okay? These you can keep max now, you don't have to pull from them, and then you get a 2 additional skill hunters for the +3 AP, okay? Now, this is the level 60 guide, okay? This is 1276 skill points, okay? This is where you start building a lot of skill points. Again, the focus is going to be down here. You're going to max whatever skills you can at 59, 60, okay? So for the most part, like, these should be max. It's not showing that they're max, but those should be included as well. This website's giving me some trouble today. Okay, so we'll go up, we'll check these, what if anything's changed. Everything is pretty much the same, okay? All the way up to here. Now you can actually pick this up. And again, you can, if you think this has more priority over other skills that you're using, go for it. You can take away from the life if you don't want the life and put this in before the life. But life is pretty big and plays a big role both in PvP and PvE, so that's why I went life first, and I went Spellbound hard, sort of towards the end. It gives you mana per second, and it gives you movement speed, which is huge. Okay, and then at 60 you can max this whole row, so you have about 15 extra AP against monsters, so for PvE. But other than that, not a whole lot changed, okay? We're gonna go to my current build. This is the 61 build that I have. I currently have 1800 points. This build is only showing 1722, but it actually should be showing 1764. Okay, so we'll start right at the top, and I'll point out where it's missing those extra 30 to 40 skill points. So now you can pick up the skills that you leveled with. You can get multiple magic arrows back. You can pick up the fireball explosion. Evasion is huge for the stamina. So if you're dodging back and forth, this affects how many extra times you can dodge back and forth. This does apply to awakened and pre-awakened, so it helps you both ways. Ultimate teleport, yes, you can pick up the mana absorption again. You have the lightning storm 3 and the residual lightning 4. Okay. I don't know if this is where most people would go, but I am going for, now that I have all my skills that I want max, I'm going for the Frigid Fog skill, so I can have that max. So that's another pre-awakened skill, which it freezes in a AoE circle around you. I'm doing it for PvP purposes if I get caught out of awakening. Okay, so your speed spell's still max, your ultimate blizzard's max, these three are still max. Okay, Spellbound Heart is max. This is the difference right here. It's not a huge increase. It's 0.5% casting speed, and I believe there's, let's see, there's 14 there, so it's a 7% increase to cast speed. It's really not that crucial. It's good to have, obviously, any little bit helps, but I played with it before getting other skill points, and it just wasn't that big of an increase. So if you feel like it's a big increase, go ahead, you can prioritize these first as some of the other skills that are in the pre-awakened tree. Okay, so you're still maxed on life, you still have the plus 15 AP. Basically everything is maxed. This is, it won't save the guide for me selecting this skill, but at 61 you get this skill. So the only skill that you have left is this skill right here, and that's for level 62. So for the most part, you're pretty stacked at level 61. You've had enough SP to fill pretty much all the skills that you're ever gonna need. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So you can max the manual attack that regens mana. At the max rank, it gives a ton of mana back. You can do like 3 or 4 attacks and your mana is full. And some of these are max even before 60. This is the only one skill increase at 61, and it's pretty substantial considering it's roughly 180% per hit. So multiply that by 6, it's roughly 1100%. Okay, so that is your ultimate, as well as your meteor, just normal, typical meteor. Alright, that's it for the skill guide. So we're gonna jump right into the BDO Planner. I do want you guys to keep in mind that I will have these listed in the description below. So we're gonna jump right into it. So this first build, or first gear set, is what you want ideally. I mean, yes, you want pen, ideally, but this is a lot more attainable compared to having all pen gear, okay? And we're gonna briefly just go around, okay? So you got Gaia's helmet at Tet, you got the Dim Tree Spirit's armor at Tet, you get 2 Tri-Crescent rings, okay? You have Beg's gloves at Tet, you have the Tri-Ogre ring, which is the same as Leighton's, the Leighton neck. So either or, Ogre neck or Leighton neck. The Nova dagger, okay? Obviously at Tet, the Dandelion at Darkest Staff at Tet, Basilisk belt at Tri, or if you're wanting to stack accuracy, you can do the Tree Spirit belt as well. At Tri, Muskin shoes you want at Tet as well. And then for the earrings, I mean, there's a bunch of different types of gear sets. I'm gonna personally go with the tongue braid earrings. Some people do the like Calix earrings or the blue whale molar earring. I'm not even sure if I said that right, but so like the Calix gives stamina, so classes that rely on stamina in their skills as well. They use 2 tries of the stamina earrings. If you're wanting to stack HP, which are the molar, the blue whale molar earrings, I think it's 50 or 100 HP. I think it's 50, but they stack that to increase their HP pool. Okay. Now with these gems, so in the helm, ideally you want the 2 + 5 evasions. Okay. In the chest, if you have enough life and you want to run the magic crystal of infinity evasion, so this is special attack evasion 10%, total 20%, it's really helpful in PvP. With the Begs, you're probably gonna want to run the Black Magic Crystal Valors, which is critical hit rate 2, grapple resistance 5%. Okay, in the offhand, you're gonna wanna run the Awakened Spirit Crystals. So it's 150 HP and hidden 5 AP. So it's 10 total, 300 HP life. So 10 AP total additionally, and 300 more life. In the Zarka staff, you're gonna want to run the Red Battlefield Crystal Power, or there's another one that's just 5 AP, which is right here. And those are called the Ancient Magic Crystal of Crimson Flame Power. Okay, that's currently what I'm running, and I'll show you guys currently what I'm running for here. Okay, and then for the final gems, you want the movement speed +2, knockback and floating resistance +5, and these would go into your muskies or whatever boots that you have on. Ideally, this is what you want, and I know that you're not maxed here, but that's where you rotate foods to max you on casting, movement, and crit. Okay? This next gear set, this is, so this is currently the best thing before boss armor. Boss armor is pretty expensive. A lot of people won't see the boss armor for a little bit, but we'll get right into it. Here we go. So you're gonna want Ultimate Grineal Helmet, okay? And if you can't afford the ultimate stuff, get the green stuff. I mean, if you're just starting out, get the green. So it would just say Grineal Helmet, and it would be green. Let me show you right now. So it looked just like that. You want to get that. That's fine. Any other slots, you don't need starting off ultimate stuff. You just want to be able to effectively farm and level with little downtime and not having to stack tons of pots on your character. Okay? And we'll do the gems right with each slot. So with the Grenade helmet, you're going to want to run the memory casting speed 2, as well as the 50 HP and 5 HP recovery. You want the Grunil armor chest, ultimate or green, and I mean, you can honestly put whatever you want in here. I did the extra HP just to make you a bit tankier. You can do HP recovery, you can do MP, WP, SP by 35, which is like your mana pool, okay? It's whatever you have money to, so money for as well. 2 Mark of Shadows, okay? And you don't need to roll with Mark of Shadows. You can honestly, come down here and get the blue coral rings, okay? Those are the same AP. They actually give you a little more at the base level, at +0 enchant of 25 mana. These are probably the way to go, okay? They're cheaper, and they give as much AP and a little more mana. So you could fill those with Mark of Shadows or the blue coral rings. The gloves, again, ultimate Grenade gloves or green. The 2 gems you're going to want to use are 2 crit, +2 crit. The neck that I put here is a Scarlet neck, okay? It's like 2 mil. I mean, it fluctuates between 1.5 to up to 3 mil. Gives you some good AP, gives you some good DP, okay? Makes you a little bit stronger in both areas. The offhand, you're going to want the bronze dagger. This can be green, this can be ultimate, it can be blue. You want to strive for ultimate here. In here, I put perfection. It's luck. I mean, but again, it's all preference. I didn't feel like I would benefit from any of these gems greatly, so I went with the extra luck on like enchanting and extra luck on drops and just in general just luck. I don't know if it pertains to acquiring knowledge or different items in the game, but I did it so my character at the time had an additional +1 luck. If you're above 56, you're going to want to roll with the green awakening weapon. The quest gives you a blue one, but to enchant this is pretty expensive, especially first starting off. But green is fine, it will get you to where you need. You'll be able to farm the relevant content for your level, okay? Or the main hand ultimate Uria staff can be green as well. It's usually green, but it doesn't need to be ultimate, okay? If you feel like you don't want to go with the Uria staff, the second next best selection for the main hand would be the Laverto staff, which is here. Again, if you're trying to enchant, it's going to be very expensive. You're probably better off just buying it straight out, okay? Tree Spirit Belt, okay? This is expensive, okay, but this is like, starting off, this is probably like what you would want to go for. The other thing that you could go for if you're more on a budget is the Belt of Schultz, okay? If you get a Pry or Duo, so Pry puts you at 5 AP, and it's a lot cheaper than this. You'll save about 25 mil, okay? Even the Duo is 7 AP, it's greater, it doesn't have the accuracy, but it's a lot cheaper. This is more for budget. So if you're just starting off, this is the belt you should be rolling with, okay? And then, I think I missed the gem in the staff. So the gem, +2 casting, -1 crit rate. This will bring you up to 5 casting speed, which you want to be maxed on. Your movement speed will be 4, but you can max that with food, okay? And then your crit rate is at 4, but that can be maxed with food as well. So there's different food rotations that do different things. Okay, so that's like the gear that you want to strive for if you're new and you're just coming into the game, because it's overwhelming if you come into the game and you're seeing items for 1.4 billion when you're making maybe 10 million a day, just starting off, and that's like, that's pretty high for just starting off. Okay, this next one is the gear that I leveled in, okay? This is what I started with. It wasn't necessarily ultimate. I had all green items, okay? So I went with the Agarian helm, okay, and I put one gem or one crystal for casting speed 2. I used the Agarian armor, okay, and I had a Cobalinus in there for 100 HP and 20 weight limit. I had 2 Mark of Shadows. Blue coral rings weren't out when I first started, so it was Mark of Shadows and Witch's earring. And let me go, and I'll go back real quick. So again, you don't need the Witch's earrings. You can get the blue coral earrings as well. They're 4 AP with some mana on them, and they're cheaper. They're a lot cheaper. Okay, so back to the gloves. Agarian gloves. I have a +2 crit hit rate in there. I rolled with the Scarlet Neck, 5 AP, 5 DP. I had the green bronze dagger forever. I actually never even used the bronze dagger, but I was using steel, but you want to roll with bronze because the accuracy is so important, especially at low levels. And you can drop this once you get beg gloves, which are the armor gloves, the boss armor gloves. And I mean, level 58 or 60, you can play and see which one's doing more damage. But you want this at least until 58. I wouldn't drop this. This should be there, unless again you have the boss armor gloves that give a ton of accuracy. Again, I had the Perfection in the offhands. This was after Awakening came out. This is what I had. So it's basically the blue one, and I enchanted it up to try, and I used a weapon reform stone to get it to go ultimate. Okay, but the green one is by far the best for like cost. Alright, and then I had a Uria staff, but I quickly got a Laverto staff because that was the best main hand at the time. And actually when I came back I had the Laverto staff up until probably like 3 months ago. So probably like the end of December I ended up picking up the Zarkum. And in here I had the 2 hidden APs. Again, it's preference. You might need the accuracy. That way you're actually hitting the mobs, but you might be fine with just the bronze dagger. Again, I had I think I had the tree belt. Before the tree belt, I had like a pry or duo bars belt, which is really, really cheap. So let's see right here. So it's 2 AP, but a duo gives you 4 AP, and it's very cheap. Okay, try will give you 5. But again, you probably want, if you're really that broke, go with the bars, okay? For the +2 AP. If you have a little more money, you can go with the Gladiator, which is this one. That's from BDO. And you can get a pry or a duo, and that will still be under, like, I'm pretty sure the pry is under 2 mil. The duo, I believe, is under 10 mil. So those are the belts. I could be wrong on the duo. I never bought one. But okay, so back to it. The shoes, I use Talus shoes. This is a quick way to get close to max movement. The boots themselves give you 2 movement speed, okay, and then you put 1 gem in there for an additional 2, and then 2 Witch's earrings. Again, you can go with the blue coral earrings. That's pretty much it. So this build right here, this is my build that I ran with. Attack speed's not a big thing. You really don't need to rely on attack speed, but it maxes your casting speed. Your movement speed's almost max, so you can use a food buff to get 5. And crit rate is max, okay, and you get the +1 luck. That is my build. That's what I leveled from 1 to 58 with. Okay, not ideal, but That's what I had to work with. Okay, this is my current gear. Okay, this is the last thing that we're going to be going over. I need a ton of upgrades, but this is what I'm running. Okay, so I have full boss. I don't have the tree armor. I have Red Nose's armor piece. Okay, so we get the Giats, Red Nose, Begs, Muskins. In the helm, I have 5 evasion, or I need to replace them with 5 evasion. Okay. I am currently equipped with the special attack evasion. You only want to do this if you're above 2800 life. If you're below, these two should be the Cobalinus gems, which are right here. So the 100 HP, or if you really you have a lot of cash on you, or a silver, you could go with these as well. So 2 additional human damage. It's the only difference between the two. One gives damage reduction, the other one gives DPS towards humans. I have the 2 quest rings from Valencia. If you're broke, it's a great quest chain to get done. It's repeatable, so you can go and level up another 56, go out there and have as many character slots that you have. You can multiply that by, say you get 10 character slots, you can have 10 sets of these 2 rings. Okay. For the Beck's gloves, I have the Black Magical Crystal Valor, +2 crit rate, 5% grapple. I only have a duo Serops. Again, this is like more budget, because the Ogre ring is about 95 mil. Okay. The latent power is about 95 mil. Serops, buy them from anywhere from 26 mil up to, I've seen them for like 35 mil. Okay. So a duo Serops is 16, whereas an Ogre's necklace or a Layton's necklace is 20 at duo. Okay. I'm currently rolling with the Kudum Dagger to give me the extra DP. So it gives you 24 to 26 AP at try and 20 DP at try. As well as ignoring all resistance. And I'm pretty sure it does accuracy as well. It's not showing it on the BDO Planner. The 2 gems that I have in here are the Awakened Spirit Crystals, health 150, hidden AP +5. I do have a Dandy at 10. I have a Zarka Staff with 2 of the Ancient Magic Crystal of Crimson Flame for +5 hidden AP. So combined, I'm at 20 hidden AP. You add that to Awakened AP, I'm at 218 AP. So on the stat sheet and combined with hidden. Alrighty. Now let's take a look at the belt. I got a Price Tree Spirit belt, and my accessories are really bad. I've blown up 28 crescent rings. That's why I don't have any crescent rings. I have Tet Muskins, okay, and in the boots I have 2 movement with the knockback and floating resistance 5%, and then 2 tongue grade earrings. Okay, well that was it for this guide for this week. We're looking at doing different guides. Some people have been in the stream asking for like combos as far as the rotations for Awakened and Pre-Awakened. So next week we're going to probably dive into going over all the skills in the Pre-Awakened tree and all the skills in the Awakened tree. And I'll show you guys PvE and PvP combos in both trees. So thanks for watching, guys. Please, all this information will be below in the description. If you guys want to check out the stream, Blackburn Gaming Live is my stream name, so follow me on Twitch, YouTube, subscribe, and if you guys have any tips or advice, please feel free to share that information. Alright guys, thank you.